Hey, good morning, everybody. Rory Powers with Right Line Trading. Happy Friday. It's here. Friday. This broadcast for demonstration educational purposes only. I am not a licensed financial advisor. If you're not familiar with the risks associated with trading, man, you better ask somebody. You could lose your entire trading account. It's important to know that there is a significant amount of risk, and I am not a licensed financial advisor. We recommend consulting with a licensed financial advisor if you're not familiar with the risks. All right, with that being said, happy Friday, everybody. Good morning. Hope you had a nice evening. Good morning, Nicholas. Oceans K9. Mukhtar, good morning. Good morning. We're going to do our weekly review. I've been playing around with a strategy on gold this morning. Uh, we're going to be highlighting, showcasing our top strategies of the week. We're going to do our weekly review. Good morning, Carol. I was just looking at the bar width here of this on my data series, my chart style. It's a 30 range. The bar width is 6. Okay. All right. Good morning, Suzanne. If today's your first day, Ankh, good morning. If today's your first day joining us, my name's Rory Powers. I'm with Right Line Trading. We're going to be showcasing our automated bots today. And these are fully automated strategies that run in NinjaTrader 8. Once the strategies are enabled, the system will execute and manage the trades on your behalf. Excuse me. We never like to go into the market with the potential for an unpleasant surprise. So what we do, because it's such a news-driven market, is we always check our Forex Factory calendar, see what we're getting ourselves into. Good morning, Priscilla. Happy Friday. You made it. Today is May 9th, Friday, May 9th. If you're joining us today, that's the good news. Hallelujah. You're still in the game. So today, what we've got cooking, the FOMC members, man, they've been talking all week, haven't they? My goodness. Barkin and Williams and Goolsby. God forbid they say the wrong thing. They're all going to take a turn today, throughout the day. They had in Canada some big reports this morning. Here in the U.S., it looks like mostly yellow folder reports of different various members of the FOMC talking. And then at 11:30, they give Waller an orange medium impact, an orange folder. Let's see what the news was in Canada. The unemployment rate jumped. Very few jobs added in April. Their unemployment rate unexpectedly increased to almost 7%, 6.9. They added 7,400 jobs. Not a very rosy picture. Okay, there you have it. Let's take a look at the overall trading environment in the free market session overnight. Let's see, this is the market reopened at 1800 hours. The Asian market was very flat. And London open, a little bit of a bounce, and then it retraced pre-market. Not a lot of action here. Looks like a a sideways market on the S&P 500. And the S&P 500, the futures specifically, is what we're going to be trading today, as well as the Nasdaq. We've diversified into some crude oil, energy, and precious metals with gold and crude oil. And the Nasdaq and E-mini are generally our 1-2 punch. On the Nasdaq, I like to look at the 20 Unirenko, which is a really big bar to get a perspective of the overall market. Let's open this up and see what the Nasdaq has done. Here's midnight. Sideways till 5 o'clock. Took a couple legs up and then right back down. The London Open had a big leg up and then a retracement right back down to where it started. And now pre-market, it's slowly climbing. So it looks like the session is going to open a little higher than the prior session's close. The prior session's close. Not much higher, but a little higher. Charles, good morning. Good morning, Tom. The Kush. Good morning. Jose, good to see you, my friend. And the Dukester. Let's take a look at that gold strategy. When I first started playing with it, it was real early this morning. Gold was down running the 2 Unirenko. It was down huge. And I had been running it on a 30 range, which didn't go very well. And then switched it to a 15 range, and it started doing a little better. Here's the strategy here. This is gold GC 30 range. We've got about 5 minutes until the market opens. Here's the gold chart. Gold has some major upside resistance. At 3,342. Right about where it is now. 3342.80. The Kush. Good morning, Relative Healthcare. Thanks for joining us today. Let's have a big Friday today. Let's close this week with a bang. We had a down week, but we're not going to try to win it all back in one day. That's for sure. Not that we're down that much, but we look to make anywhere between 250 and 500 a day. And we use some prop accounts. You can see here I have a trade copier. I have 3 PA accounts, and I have 3 evaluation accounts. Just to outline my workspace, you can see that I have the NQ on a 20 Unirenko over here and the NQ on a 30 range here. My morning trade I like to call the power play. The power play looks for a multi-time frame alignment of trend between the 20 Unirenko and the 30 range. What I mean by that is in order for my 30 range strategy, which is the one that I'm going to enable, price must be above the 50 on my 20U in order for it to take a long trade on my 30 range. For a short entry, I want my 20U below the 50, trending down, momentum pushing to the downside, and that's when I want to look for a short entry on my 30 range. Price is also going to be below the 50 and pushing lower. So right now, with the 20 Unirenko where it is, I would only be looking for a long entry on my 30 range. Okay. This Steven drone this week is in the morning has been coming up to the top of my leaderboard. El Infinito. Buenos dias. With these spikes, it's been hard to make money. Man, you ain't kidding. This week has been rugged, but for the most part, we've been having a lot of success in spite of those conditions with this power play strategy. What I like to do is I like to time out when I enable my copier. It's coded into the strategy parameters that it won't take an entry prior to 9:32. So we let the market open at 9:30 in 1 minute, and you get that burst. Those all the algos from those institutional traders are all firing off, and there's a lot of static, a burst of volatility. We let that settle down, and then once the market finds a direction, we have the multi-time frame alignment of trend on our 2 time frames, and I was telling Mort this morning that, and K9 mentioned it yesterday, we want to time our, when we enable this, to where we see we're clear of these areas of support or resistance. We don't want to trade into a pivot or in any area of support or resistance. And our software does a really nice job of defining risk or those areas of support or resistance with these blue and red lines. So we want to be clear of any upside support or resistance or downside support. So the market just opened. Let's see if we get a pop to the upside here. There it goes. Nope, not a break yet. There is some buying pressure. Good volume at 3,000 contracts a minute. Let's go to our power play account on my chart trader. This way we could see if the strategy takes a trade. 931, and we still haven't broken resistance. Still in a tight range here. Well, let's find a clear market direction. Another test to the upside. So we're bouncing between 50, the 50 EMA, and that upside resistance. Now we're still set up for a long trade on our 20U. We're above the 50. So we would need some follow through to the downside in order to go short. Our E-mini 8U scalper is in a beautiful position. It's up $700 right now in an open position. The NASDAQ is just chopping around with no clear direction. Oh, very exciting to see the Pope yesterday, I'll tell you. From right here in the U.S. Amazing. Come on, let's get a pop to the upside here. Those are very bullish candlestick formations, those hammers. Let's keep an eye on our volume. We're at 500 contracts per minute. We always like to see a really healthy number there, over anything over 1,000. The higher, the better. We know the dog days of summer are coming. Let's see if we can get a pop to the upside here. Here we go. Let's see if we can get in long here on this break. Come on, pop up now. Let's go. There we go. Man, this I'm going to move my profit target right below resistance. Come on. Let's get some follow through here. Push up. Man, come on up. Come on up. Excuse me. Come on, get up there. Come on, push a little higher for us. Breakthrough. Let's go. Some follow through the upside here. We're at 800 contracts a minute, 900, just over 1,000 now. Momentum is pushing up. Just not an easy road up, is it? Come on, keep going. Keep pushing. Get my profit window a little higher. There we go. What I'm going to do is I'm going to push up. I'm going to try to see if I can break this area. Got 140 on the trade. And I'm in a ghost order. Man almighty. This, I don't know what's wrong with this Apex 49. Something tells me I should check my rhythmic. It's been giving me these open positions. I know, Duke, me too. When I see my copier is on that account and it's not showing like yesterday. Now the market just took off to the downside. Just want to be cautious with this. What are my positions? No, it took it in all three accounts, but it's only showing in two accounts here, but it is in all three accounts, but there's no open position, so that's good. All right, let's go for one more entry. We got a nice retracement on our 20U back to the 50. Now let's see which way we're headed. 1,200 contracts a minute. Just under 1,500 contracts a minute. It just jumped in. I didn't have it enabled. I noticed on my 20U that my previous two candles were headed down, and prices right at the 50 on my 30 range. So I really didn't like the entry. That 8U, let's take a look at our leaderboard. Our 1 day pass on the E-mini hit. Our sniper has been, man, it's worked its way to the leaderboard just about every day this week. We're starting to set up for a short. We got a lot of downside support here. Gold just popped in long. Let's see if we get a break of support. Well, I'm not trade with Gator. I switched it this morning because I have Kinetic. I have live futures data on Kinetic. I have Kinetic as my primary connection. Oh, here we go. We might get a short roll here. It jumped in before it broke that last pivot. But we are getting some good selling pressure. Let's see if there's follow through, if it breaks that support. Things are setting up for a short entry now. My 20U is right at the 50. That entry starting to look better and better. That entry is starting to look juicy. Here it goes. Here it goes. Volatility's building up. There we go. Here comes the break. Nope. There's a lot of selling pressure right now. You can see my Laguerre, my RSI line was pinned. Now it just popped up. Well, we'll find out, Duke. What's really weird, and I can't explain it, is this eval on 49 is at 0. And in my rhythmic, it's at 136 after commissions. Here this thing comes. I think it's going to roll. I think it's going to break this support. My 20U is bouncing off the 50, which is the support on my 30 range. It's right at the same price. No follow through the downside. Yeah, trade with Gator. I thought of it this morning. I was like, why in the world am I using Rhythmic when I'm paying for Kinetic? I got stopped out short. Never did break that support. could be a nice long entry. The 20U is nice and tight to that 50 now. We got a retracement right back down to the 50. Bounced off the upside resistance, retraced to the 50, and now it's bouncing with some room. Just that, man, I'll tell you, this week, I like the long entry here. It's just no room to the upside. It's going to be into resistance if we do get in. Thank you, Lionel. At 20,240. Yeah, I saw it bouncing right off there, right in that level. There's the entry long. On the 20U, it looks like a good trade. On the 30 range, though, I saw that upside resistance. That's why I didn't enable my copier. So they're driving the price down. 20,240. Yeah, it's bouncing right off of that level, Lionel. Good trade, Rao. The gold scalper. Yeah, gold's not easy either this morning. That's a great trade, Rao. I don't know how you did it. Sniper's back in on the 20U. Sniper went short. Let's get this break. Let's get this break to the downside. Got a feeling a nice move is coming. The sniper's been getting it right all week. Bounced off the 50 again. Wow. The dog days of summer are coming early. see if we can get a break of support here. Here we go. Bam. It popped right through. Oh, the snipers quietly is up $900. Here we go. It's starting to set up for a short now. We got one more roadblock ahead, and then we've got a smooth sailing. Let's see the price action. Show us the way. I hope it gets a break of this support. These more bullish, these bullish hammers, and then a bearish engulfing candle. All right, I'm going to get my iBots in the game. I was hopeful. I was hopeful for one more entry. The sniper went in long. Let me get my VW enabled. Speaking of the VW, oh, my VW's had a really nice week. Okay, let's see what this one does to the upside. It's set up perfectly on the 20U. But here we just got a ton of upside resistance. It's impossible to take these trades. It's just too much risk. I just can't. I can't do it. Just not feeling it. So this is the discretion of the power play. I was talking with Luke yesterday, and might have to keep an eye open for an ES strategy, possibly. I've got my eye on this VW. In our weekly review, I'm going to show you what it did. It took 3 trades. Let me just generate this and update it, make sure it's correct. And I want to make sure it's enabled here. Steven, the Haymaker, the Mack truck. Where is that VW? Oh, shoot. I know where it is. Give me 1 second. I'm just going to get the VW back. It's on my other workspace. Here we go. It's pushing up through this resistance. It sure didn't like me opening that workspace, did it? Oh, it's breaking. Shoot. Oh, I really did it this time, huh? Getting a nice pop to the upside. I'm lagging here. My lag is about 30 seconds. It's coming back now. Look at that. It broke through all of that upside resistance to get in the profit window. And this thing looks like it's going to go all the way. The sniper got it again. I don't have the guts for that. Okay, it's back in again long. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Tony. Darn. Yeah, it was rugged, man. Market's been moving like this all week. It's choppy with small little legs. Ranging choppy market. Ooh, look at gold. Gold's in a monster. A monster on gold. Here we go. Caught a beautiful short on gold just now. Man, this sniper. Here we go. Maybe we'll break through this upside resistance. Let's give it more of a chance. Let's put this right here. Ooh, gold is flying to the downside. Here's the gold trade. This is a gold 15 range. Let's see this week how our 10 o'clock window has been on the power play between 10 and 10:30. It got you too, Matt? I'm sorry to hear that. It got me the whole week this week. We had three small profits and then two full losing days. I desperately want to get one more trade in, but I need something juicy. Juicy, juicy. Very little risk. Gold is breaking down. NASDAQ up. Wow. Great trade. Wow. You got that short move, huh? Nice. That was one trade on gold, but for the most part, the strategy I'm using isn't doing well. Oh, let me go back to the copier. Sorry. Hmm. Let's take a look at the 10 to 10:30 window of my power play, just out of curiosity. Doing an analysis of the by the half hour of the day. The 10:30 window is a green window, but it's 10 o'clock is a big red one. Good buying pressure here. Boy, it popped right off of that 50. Actually, right off of this little level of support. Maybe it'll work its way up um, through resistance. Let's hang in there. I like to do my weekly review, but let's see what happens here with the Nasdaq. Maybe we got some buying pressure and we break through all this resistance. Headed up towards our upside resistance now. Come on, get us through. Get in the profit window. Come on, keep pushing up. Give us some clearance here, some daylight. See what the stock market looks like. Got a beautiful position in Palantir. The exit on the line change got it for a nominal loss. It jumped right back in long. It's finding the ebb and flow, but there's just no follow through. It's a ranging market. Our profit target is too ambitious, and there's no room. Our entries are, all have upside support. Excuse me. All our entries seem like they're into resistance. They don't have a clear shot at their profit target or downside support. Really need to break through this area to get a trade. Or, I mean, down to the downside, it looks terrible. And we've got that brick wall on top of us. It's just untradeable. The ES30, it's in a position now. It's up a couple $100. Hmm. All right, let me run to the restroom real quick, and then we're going to do our weekly review. Uh, it's just not cooperating with us. The sniper drone, the 20U on the NQ, I think that's one of my highlighted strategies. Yeah, the sniper drone had a big week. It came to my leaderboard, man, it was up there every day of the week. Let's see if we get a move down. We're headed right back into support to the downside. Catches those long entries beautifully on the pull back and go, but there's just no follow through. You can see my weekly. I'm going to go through all the top bots for the week, but my 20U sniper drone for this week was up just under 4 grand. The max drawdown was 2,000. A lot of the members asked me, hey, if I don't want to trade a 1 day pass, what's a good one to let it run? And the 20U is a good one. I'm going to run to the restroom and we're going to do our weekly review. Excuse me for just a moment. Okay, I'm back. Let's go back. Okay, perfect. The iPod NQ30 drone. Let's pivot to the E-mini. E-mini's in a short. It's just a really choppy environment today so far. That's not to say that there won't be a big move here. I'm going to, out of the corner of my eye, I'm going to keep an eye and see if we can break through either all of this support to the downside or the resistance to the upside. I just don't see the market having the range to get us there yet. All right, so let's do our weekly. Let's start with the PA accounts. I've got a little bit of a downslope here on this equity curve. Um, I know that this week for me has been a disappointment, but you know what? It wasn't a game-ending week, which a bad week very often can turn into. I'm watching this trade. All right, well, let's start. Overall, if we go back from to January to today, this week we took a 1478 drawdown. This is on 3 PA accounts. So about $500 across all 3 accounts for 1478. It's only the second week this year that we had a red week. Only the second week of the year. So 1478 was our drawdown. And if we go to just this week, there's that big, ugly red bar. Here it is, 1478. We were on the percent profitable. We were profitable on 50% of the trades. The problem is our losers were bigger than our winners. It was a really ranging market. And the losers were bigger than the winners. So that wound up for the week on the PA accounts at minus 1478. Okay, let's keep it moving. Thank you, Charles. Man, I can't tell you how many times in the past I would have, tried to make it all back in one trade, and so it's important to practice good trade capital preservation and survival. That's what it's all about, is to live to fight another day. So 1478 isn't bad. It's about a $500 drawdown per account, and it was a really rough trading environment. I'm hoping this price keeps moving down, but I'm going to keep moving. The ES30 bot, ES30 range, getting some good selling pressure. Let's keep an eye on this. Let me get my copier back. Oh, we are set up for a short. Oh, and we just got this break. Look at this. Nice volume. This could be our shot that we were waiting on. 2,000 contracts a minute. We got a real spike in volume right here. 1020. 'All right, let's get a little bit of a retracement. I'd like to see it come all the way back up to the 50 now. Okay, here we go. Maybe we get the break here. Come on, breakthrough. Huh. We're gonna give it a shot, Nicholas. If it comes our way, we're gonna try to get it. Okay, we're just over 1,000 contracts a minute. We got some good selling pressure. We got through that area of support. Give it a go. Let's give it a go. Our 20's coming right into it also. Take it right to this blue line. It's a tight one. Are we too far oversold on the move? It's in the profit window. Okay, let's see if we get a continuation down now. A little pullback would be nice, wouldn't it? Come on back a little. Let's watch the volume. Come on. Let's get one. All right, we're in. We got a clear shot to our profit target. Let's see if we can get in, get on the board here. Push on down. Oh, I'll take it. Oh, I'll take it. Perfect. All right. I chickened out on the range of the market, but got it up to 300. Man, look at that. It would have taken a full winner. I'm in on my evals. I'm in the profit window, 250 or 500. Push down. Push down. Push on down. Nice. All right. All right. There you have it. Let me make sure on my. We waited that one out, didn't we? Yeah, and I got it across all three of my evals. Let me just make sure I'm not in an open position. It's showing up on my copier as 0, but in reality, um, it's at six. It's at 642. Oh, it's right back in short. Right back in short. A beautiful. Oh man, that's a nice entry too. Here we go. Man, it's given us the move down. That's what we were waiting for. We were looking for the break of support, and we got it. Sorry. Oh, these bots are catching this move down. Yeah, Suzanne was right again. Tell you, she's usually spot on. And I see the VW. You see the VW is all over it. It's been catching it all week. All right. Well, that just changed things. You can see now what's weird is it's showing up here. Oh, let me see this. Let me try to reset this. 49. Very strange. Okay. Let's go back to our weekly review. That changed things. Wasn't as bad as we initially thought. So now we wound up for the week down to about 300 per account. Very manageable. $300 loss across 3 accounts, $900 on the PA accounts. Let's recalibrate this. The ES30 range, that's our star bot, is in a trade now, a winning trade, an $800 winning trade. So this 30 range bot is going to come up to about 2,500 if we were to close that position now. The sniper, the AI NQ sniper drone, I was just showing that earlier, $3,841. The Haymaker bot, a nominal gain 679, a respectable 679. What's nice about it is very little drawdown. Didn't take many trades. It's trading just a tight window of opportunity. If I go to my analysis of it and we look at the half hour of the day, the entry times, it's made the vast majority of its money between 8:30 and 9 a.m. It sits on its hands most of the day. But the bot was up 679. The drone that trades like right through the whole session, 23 hours a day, was down 5,500. The bot makes those results a lot more efficient. Reduces the drawdown. It comes out profitable. Instead of losing 5 grand, you make 700 and you have a very small drawdown. So the bot and drone technology works really well on the NASDAQ. In this example on the Haymaker. The iBot, the iBot 30-second, look at the week that this bot had. Incredible. The iBot 30-second is up $4,759. That was on 18 trades. Average winning trade 400, average losing trade 250. Really nice risk to reward. So the IBOT 30-second, just under $5,000. The IBOT 600 tick, let's generate it. Let's see. Let's bring the current results in. Is up respectable 1349. 1349. The IBOT 16 Unarenko is up just under $3,000. 29.43 in profits this week. And last but certainly not least is the IBOT 24U is at 23.82. Let's take a look at the one-day passes. The one-day passes, man, I'll tell you, we had to really wait and be patient for that down move, but it did pay off. If I wasn't such a chicken, I would have had a full winner on the trade. But let's look at our one-day passes. The one-day passes, if you're not aware or familiar, these are our templates that I call them the cliff notes to passing your evaluation. With one trade, it's a very aggressive strategy. It's as aggressive as you get. It's a one trade pass or fail. And this will give you an idea of how it did this week. Big spike in volume again. Another spike in volume. Okay, let's keep going. The one-day pass on crude oil this week. 1 for 1, batting 1,000. I think it did the same thing last week. So if you were patient, you played it every day this week. The one trade it took went all the way. The ES30 range. Let's generate because it hit a winner today. Okay, it didn't change the results. So the ES30 range had $19,000 in winning trades, about $20,000 in winning trades, and about $31,000 in losing trades. Your percent profitable was 46% of the trades were profitable trades. Another break. Another break to the downside. My 150 range RJ is in. And everything went short. Are we going to have a Friday meltdown? So there we are, the ES30 range. Listen, I always tell people with these one-day passes is think of it as 1 out of 3. There's a chance you might lose all 3. There's a chance you could win all 3. That's just how trading goes. But I'm comfortable in my own skin telling you that 33% of the time with this ES30 range, the YM, the crude oil, the NASDAQ 30 range, about 33% of the time, 1 out of 3, you're going to do really well. Let's keep going. The gold one-day pass got hammered this week. Out of 8 trades, it won 12.5%. So in this case, it was lower than 33. 2-minute one-day pass, 23%. Here's our 30 range. This is usually a good one. Not this week. This week it got hammered. Took about 3 of them and lost all 3 or 4. Let's see the YM. Here it is. YM had an off week too. 30%. So crude oil and the E-mini, the ES30 range, both did very well on the one-day passes. So that's how we wound up for the week with the PAs, with the live account down 900. But still, if we go back and all the way to January, following those strict rules for trade capital preservation, trade management, if we take it all the way back to January, we're going to be up just under 20, just over 28,000. Just over 28,000. That's all three accounts. Two of them are 150,000. One of them's a 300,000. And it's really a beautiful equity curve. Only 2 weeks did we have um, a, a little down tick. This week, a very small one, and a few weeks ago. So that's how we ended up for the week. Man, whew, what a move down. Yeah, Sam, of course. Yeah, I want to thank you for reminding me, Nicholas. I've got a whole new. I've Unfortunately I lost my mom in 2009 to ALS, but um, I've got and God bless, may she rest in peace. I always think of her on a daily basis. There's not a day that goes by, but especially on Mother's Day. And my wife is. I see firsthand now what a mother does for her children, especially when they're newborn and babies and throughout their entire life, really. I really have a newfound respect for mothers. So I hope if all the mothers out there have a really blessed and happy Mother's Day. God bless you for all you do and the sacrifices. And it's just incredible, incredible the love that you have for your children. My wife included. I was trying to rack my brain what something special to do. I'm thinking, maybe taking the girls to. They have a place locally that does a brunch and has a guy that plays really nice music, some live music. So I was thinking of doing a Mother's Day brunch. No fishing this weekend, but I want to wish all the mothers a very happy Mother's Day. God bless you. Thank you for all you do. And I hope you have a blessed weekend. If you would, before I go, we do have a presentation today at 1 o'clock. If you're new, if you haven't seen, this is where we wound up today. This account here is actually up 600 and change. Why it's showing this, I couldn't tell you. So our total for the day across the PA accounts was $980, and across all six accounts was just under $3,000, right about $3,000. But I am going to put a link for today's webinar. Come join me at 1 o'clock. We always try to have fun on a Friday, and at the same time, kind of do a deep dive into what's the gears, what's working in the background on these automated bots. And today at 1 p.m. Eastern, if you can't make it live, please do me a favor, register. This way you'll get the replay automatically. Today, 1 p.m. Eastern. Patience paid off today. If I wasn't so, you know, what's the best word to say? Snake bitten. If I wasn't, didn't get beat up so badly this week, um, I really had a dynamite opportunity with that move down. when we got that break, here's the move here. When we put it on one of our PA accounts. Oh, that's the ATM. The entry was just absolutely dynamite. We caught the entry right at the break, and I closed it here. It still had a lot of momentum to the downside. It would have easily went to 100 ticks. And then took another leg down. So it was really a beautiful move to the downside, and we had to be really patient and wait for it. So here's the link for today. Where is this? Oh, okay. I'm putting it in now. Gotcha. Listing video today at 1 p.m. Next one is going to be the link itself. I got to split them up, or it doesn't come through right. Okay, there you go. Listing video. Sure. Trade with Gator wants to see all the accounts. Now we like to show our leaderboard because those are the ones that we concentrate on trading. Does that mean all of the bots are winning? No, absolutely not. These are the leaderboard strategies. If I go to the bottom, it'll show my losing strategies. The losing strategies. Our methodology is we keep an eye, we track our leaderboard, and we look to piggyback the trades of the bots that are performing the best in the current market, in the current trading session. Um, and that's how they all looked for today. Thank you, Trey Gator. All right. I want to wish everybody again a blessed weekend. Thank you for joining me. If you would, please like my video here on YouTube. It gives us new eyes on our products and services. This week was a tough one, but I assure you that next week, God willing, we're going to come back and we're going to be, hopefully, we're going to get ourselves back on track, back on the winning ways. But listen, a $300 drawdown on each account is not the end of the world. And there is hope. So come back and join us. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers. Have a blessed weekend, everybody. We'll see you next week. So long. Thanks, Rod. Have a good weekend, my friend.